Alright, see the little switch right there? I pulled out a rubber plug. This goes to my brake pedal. So I'm test fitting to see if I can get that switch to work with my brake system. So I've rigged up a little bit of a wire system here. Got my little 12 volt battery, and I've got a little 12 volt light. So when I press on the brake, it should be like the third brake light in a sense coming on. I'm barely touching the brake pedal, but if I press on it and I let go, it stays on. So I have to tap the bottom of the pedal. So something's binding up in a little bit, and it's super sensitive. So now it's on. If I tap it with my foot, it comes back off. Anyway, kinks to work out. Alright, we got light. Anyway, what I want to show you is I got it hooked up right now with the switch. Obviously it's activated, which is closing the circuit, allowing the light to come on. Now if I press down on the switch here, it can go down to about right there, and then you hit a detent, like a hard spot. Push a little bit harder, it shuts the light off. So I'm right there at that point where this switch still has a little bit left of movement, and I can actually push that plunger all the way inside the switch here, and it will keep it off. So anyway, literally this is just a third brake light. I'm just testing it outside of the vehicle so that when I actually wire up the whole system, it will work properly, and I'm not going to be chasing this by myself. So I need to figure out a way to make sure that this plunger actually goes further inside the barrel there so that I won't have a problem. But this can work. I just gotta, I don't know, maybe cut a couple threads off. But anyway, let there be light. Alright, so what I have here is a emergency flasher switch. This did not come with my truck originally back in 1963. I don't even think that was even an option on this particular truck, but you know what? I'm going to make one work. This came out of a Bronco, same era. So I have a switch. I do have a spot inside the dash that it could go, but I'm going to have to do a little bit of finagling to get it in. Behind here, there's a small... right about here, there's a small bracket that's going to need to be shaved down a little bit so I can fit that switch in. So I don't think it'll be that big of a deal. I do have a knob that fits on there that looks exactly like these ones here. This little light, I was thinking about drilling a hole inside this plate. There's nothing on there other than it's open in the back, and I'm going to attach my cables to that back plate. So when I'm running the wire from here down to here for that light, it'll be fine. It still has to hook up with that anyway. So I don't know. That's on my to-do list. I think it looks ugly, but positive coming in, going into my fuse, going down this wire into my flasher. It needs to be laying sideways. I had it standing up and it didn't work, so I laid it down. Obviously, it's got to overcome the magnet. So power coming to the switch. Switch pulled out right now, so this would be my main feed in. With the switch pulled out, it provides power one to the little flasher, and then one's going to my rear lights. I've got a negative coming off of my little flasher, and the negative here going back to the battery. That should work. Okay, I had to drill into the dash a little bit to make the hole a little bit wider so that the switch would fit in. I've got it sitting sideways, so I had to Dremel down the ring. I'll show you that here. I'm going to pull this off. I was just trying to put the knob on, and it doesn't fit. CJ, no, it wasn't CJ, it was Tom's Bronco that sold both of these items, and I'm going to have to modify this to make it fit on there. Well, I goobered up this. I can always take this piece off again and repaint it if I really want to, but I'm going to use this as my flasher light for up here on the dash. Not that it really matters, but whatever. It's just details. Okay, my switch here, I had to drill, there already was a hole, but I had to drill out almost a ½ inch. So I got the switch. It should go in this fashion. There's a flat spot right here where my thumb is, but it doesn't fit. So you've got to put it in this way in order for it to work. And I had to drill it out just enough so that that shoulder would fit in there, so I have enough threads to put on. So on the switch plate, it had a flat spot right up here, top of my thumb, and I had to grind that out so it'll fit. But it does have a positioning dowel on the opposite side that fits in that little slot on the dash. Squeeze tight. But I think that's it for today. I'm gonna work on this a little bit. Obviously, I've got my wiring I've got to do, but I wanted to make sure this all fit. But I'm gonna put up the video, and obviously I'll get back to it another time after I clean up this entire mess. It only gets better. See ya.